Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have my Invoked Ojama deck profile for you. Basically, this deck is a very powerful deck, oddly enough, because with like random hands you can end on negates and then Ojama King and like Caliga, so basically like you lock out 3 of your opponent's monster zones and then like you have a negate and then also like Caliga so they can only use one effect and so on. I think it's a very powerful deck this format. Especially like Ojama King, not King, Ojama Emperor that just came out. It kind of helps the deck a bit, not really, but it's the only reason why you're running Ojama Country. But I think that the deck is very cool and definitely very fun to play at the same time. So before we get into the deck profile, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to join my Discord server. I will leave a link in the description, and let's get into the deck profile. So first off, we are running 3 of all the Ojama normal monsters. So Ojama Yellow, 3 Ojama Black, and then 3 Ojama Green. These cards are insane because not only are they all level 2, so you can overlay them together, but they give you access to Ojama King, which is an amazing card. And then also they're all Ojama names, so that's also very good for Ojama Knight. And at the same time, they're Ojamas, so that says enough about them by itself. And most people don't actually know this, but all 3 of them actually have the same text that say he's one of the Ojama trio. It said that he butts in by any means necessary. It's also said that when 3 of them are together, something happens, and that is true because you get Ojama King. And then next up, we are running 1 Ojama Red because you have so many normal summons in the deck that it's not worth it to run that card more than one of, because like you're not going to be using it too much, but you're running it because it's a name. And then 3 Ojama Blue, also because it's a name, but like definitely not really for the battle effect. It comes up sometimes. It's interesting, but it's definitely a 3 of in the deck. Onto one of the best normal summons in the deck would be 3 Alistair the Invoker. So this card's absolutely nuts, and you definitely should be running this card at 3 in Invoked Ojamas. Basically, on summon, you can add an Invocation from deck to hand, and then it also has a quick effect. You can send it from your hand to the grave and then target a fusion monster you control, and it gains 1,000 attack and defense until the end of the turn. So it's definitely an insane card because it searches your only fusion spell in the whole deck, and that is very important. And so definitely 3 of them in the deck. Next up, we have 3 Lone Fire Blossoms. So this card is also a 3 of because it special summons from deck Orpheus Scorpio, which is really insane. So you're running 3 of them. And basically, if you didn't understand what it does, it's you contribute 1 face-up plant monster and special summon any plant monster from your deck. So it's very insane. Next up, we have the 1 Predaplant Darlingtonia Cobra and the 2 Predaplant Orpheus Scorpio. So basically, what Orpheus Scorpio does is that when it's normal or special summoned, you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon 1 Predaplant monster from your deck, except itself. So basically what you summon is Predaplant Darlingtonia Cobra, which on summon, if it's special summoned by the effect of a Predaplant monster, you can add a Polymerization spell card or Fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. So Invocation is a fusion spell card, so you can add this from your deck to your hand. So it searches your fusion spell once again. So it's a very consistent deck, I find. So it's definitely a good engine to be running in it. And then for the final normal summon, or we have 1 Rescue Rabbit, just because. So it special summons 2 level 4 or lower normal monsters from the deck, and then all of your Ojamas except like red and blue they're all under level 4 and they're all normal monsters. So what you can do is summon it and tribute it, special summon 2, and then that's a free Ojama Knight. And then if you have the 3rd one, you can special summon Ojama King and so on. And it's definitely an amazing extender, so definitely a good card to have, but only a 1 of. Onto the spells, we have 3 Invocation. So usually in an Invoked engine, you only run 2, but I find that in this deck, since it's the only fusion spell that you're running, and a lot of the stuff that you're going to be doing is fusion summoning, you definitely need to run 3 of the card. It's definitely a very good card, and it's absolutely insane, especially with the recursion, because you can put back Alistair in your hand for a Macabre Negate and so on. and it's very, very good. So definitely a 3 of. We also have 3 Magical Meltdown, because when it's activated, it searches the best normal summon, which is Alistair. So also very, very good to be running. Next up, we have 2 Ojama Country and 1 Terraforming. So the Terraforming can search either Magical Meltdown or Ojama Country. And we're running 2 of Ojama Country for Ojama Emperor. But basically what Country does is that once per turn, you can send 1 Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon 1 Ojama monster from your graveyard. And then, so it's like Lumina type effect for Lightstorms. And then, or like a Zombie Master would be another way to put it. And then while you control face-up Ojama monsters, switch original attack and defense of all monsters on the field. So that's very interesting because it can switch like your Ojama King from like 3,000 defense and 0 attack to like 3,000 attack and 0 defense. And then like the Ojama monsters would be like 1,000 attack and 0 defense and so on. And it does come up oddly enough, and it can be very interesting how that plays out because it does sometimes take games like that. So it's very, very fun to use. Next up, we are running 2 Oja Magic. So this card is one of the best cards in the deck by far because Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, you discard a card to add Invocation, right? So if you discard it, then you get to add Ojama Green, Ojama Yellow, and Ojama Black. And on top of that, you have Invocation. So it's a free Ojama King. So it's an amazing, amazing card. And you have so many ways to send it from your hand or field to the graveyard that it's just such a big plus, because if you think about it, it's technically just a +3. That's what the card is, or a +2. That's what the card itself is. So it's absolutely insane. You should definitely be running this card. It's fine at 2 or 3. I like it at 2 just to keep it at 40, but it's fine. You can cut something, run it at 3, like cut Rescue Rabbit or something like that, and then run it at 3. But it's definitely an insane card. Next up, we have 3 Ojama Simulation. So this card is also insane, and a 3 of by far, for sure, because it reveals 1 Light Machine Fusion monster from your extra deck, and then you can banish any number of Ojama monsters from your hand, face-up field, and or graveyard, and special summon fusion materials with different names whose names are specifically listed on the card that you revealed. And then it has another effect where you can banish it from your graveyard, then target 3 of your banished Ojama monsters and shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1 card. So not only is it like a semi-pot of avarice, but at the same time, if you didn't realize it, Invoked Macabre is a light machine, and it says 1 light monster, so technically you can summon any light monster from your deck, so that would be any of your Ojamas that you need in the specific point. And at the same time, you can also summon Alistair if you do want to go into your Invoked engine and you don't have access. So it's definitely an insane, insane card. That's a 3 of in the deck. And for the final 3 of in the deck, it would be 3 Unexpected Die, where if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck. And that's all of your Ojamas except red and blue. So it's very insane because if you already have 2, you can just summon the 3rd one and then make Ojama King. And it's at the same time, it's also just an extender. So definitely a very, very good card. Onto the extra deck, we are running 1 Invoked Kalga because your Predaplant stuff is darks. And then you also have a bunch of stuff in the extra that's a dark. So, or not really, just really for your Predaplants and Alistair because, yeah. And then we have 3 Invoked Macabre because all of your Ojamas are lights. You have so much access to lights in the deck that you shouldn't be not running this. And then we have 1 Invoked Raijin, or actually that's not a Raijin, that's a Purgatrio. Let me change that actually. Invoked Purgatrio. Perfect. Sorry, that's my bad. I thought I switched it. So Purgatrio is amazing in the deck because of Lone Fire Blossom, because that's a fire, so you have access to OTKs like Purgatrio, so it's definitely a good card to be running at 1 in your extra deck. Next up, we have 1 Ojama King, which is an absolutely insane card. It can end games because you can select up to 3 of your opponent's monster card zones, and they cannot use them anymore, even after it leaves the field. Just for the rest of the thing, it just can't be used. So definitely an insane card. And then Ojama Knight is basically a less like OP version of that, where it takes any 2 Ojama monsters, which is good, and then you select up to 2 of your opponent's monster card zones, and the selected zones cannot be used. But the thing about it is that, yeah, but it's just 1 less zone, but it's any monster, so it's definitely very good. So you are running that at 2. And that is all for the fusions. Onto the Xyz, we are running 1 number 64 Ronin Raccoon Sandayu. It requires 2 level 2 beast type monsters, and the Ojamas fit the requirement perfectly. So it's definitely good to be running at 1, and it's also an extender, which is very good. And then we are running 1 Sky Cavalry Centauria. So basically it requires 2 level 2 monsters, and it cannot be destroyed by battle while it has an Xyz material, and at the end of the damage step, if it battles an opponent's monster, you can detach an Xyz material from it and bounce it back to the hand. So not only is it monster removal, but it's very, very big for 2 monsters. Like 2,000 attack is very big. And also it's very, like, it's a really good card as it cannot be destroyed by battle, so it provides decent protection. We are running 2 Alistair Invoker of Madness because this card is absolutely insane in the deck. It searches your invocation, it discards your Oja magic, and so on. Very, very good card. Definitely should be running this card even at 1. 2 is just better in my opinion, but even if you have 1, just put it in for sure. You will not regret it. One of the new card, Ojama Emperor. This card's okay, it's why you're running Ojama Country. It requires 3 beast monsters, including an Ojama monster. And then while Ojama Country is in the field zone, it gains 3,000 attack, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from attacks involving it instead. But that effect is like even if you don't have Ojama Country. And then also, you can target 1 non-link Ojama monster in your graveyard and special summon it, and for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters, which isn't terrible because you're not really running too much. You're also running 1 Reproducus because it comes up sometimes. It's definitely a good one of. And then 1 Saryuja Skaldred. It also can come up, so definitely good to be running. And the side deck is very standard, just 3 Sphere Mode, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Evenly, and 3 Imperm. You can change the Lightning Storm, the side deck to whatever you prefer. But yeah, that's just there. And that is it for the deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my Discord server. The link is in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video.